x into sin x, write this cos nx term as it is into dx. Okay, we'll continue. So this is actually the formula. Okay, so this is the actual formula, and here I have substituted for f of x, that is x into sin x. Just a minute. I have substituted f of x, then cos nx into dx. So what you do is you just multiply by 2 and divide by 2. So it is 1 divided by 2 pi into 2 pi, and then you write this n, you write the term which contains n first. Okay, so that you will get something like n plus 1, n minus 1, etc. So there is this you can write it as either 2 sin x cos nx or 2 cos nx sin x. Both are one and the same, but it is but it will be easy if you follow the same if there is a uniformity in solving this type of problem. Okay, so I usually assume whatever x is there. Okay, just a minute. Yash Chauhan. So kindly try to join the class by at least by 9:20. Okay. So if you are joining late, I am getting disturbed. At least you are not traveling from your home to the college and all, right? At least you can keep an alarm and log in the exact time. Don't delay. Now, I will always form some uniformity in this. So I prefer to write this cos and x term first, then sin x. Okay. Now apply the formula 2 cos a sin b. The formula is sin a plus b minus sin a minus b. And if I take x common from these two, you will get, actually it is nx plus x. If I take x common, you will get n plus 1x. Then minus sin a minus b. So we'll get cos sin nx minus x. If I take x common, you will get sin n minus 1 into x into dx. Okay. So next step is you just multiply these. Okay. You just multiply this x inside. So you'll get x into the sin n plus 1 x term minus x into sin n minus 1 x term, and then split the integral. You write this 1 by 2 pi. So I'll get these two integral. One integral is x into sin n plus 1 x. Another integral is x into sin n minus 1 into x. Okay, so these two integral. So you can note that the limits are one and the same in this integral as well as the other integral. The limit or the upper limit and lower limits are the same, 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so the limits are same. The function also in the same form, something like x into sin. Here we have got n plus 1 and here we have got n minus 1. Okay, so that is the only difference, and this is the only difference. So what we can do is, so this is somehow similar to x into sin nx term. Okay, so sin nx term. Okay, so x into sin nx term. But in the first integral, instead of n, we have got n plus 1. In the second integral, instead of n, we have got n minus 1. That is the only difference. So what you can do is, you can consider this x into sin nx. You can integrate this. Then wherever n is there, you can replace n plus 1 to get this first integral. And wherever n is there, you can replace n minus 1 to get the second integral. Okay, so it's very simple. So this is one shortcut method. Okay, so nothing else. Otherwise, you can do one thing. You can integrate this term. You take x as the first function, sin n plus 1 x into n as the second function. Here you can take x as the first function and sin n minus 1 x as the second function, then integrate and substitute the limits. Okay, directly you can do it, but this is the other way. Since the limits are same, since the function also takes the same form, x into sin n, but only difference n plus 1 here and n minus 1 here. So what we do is, in the next step, we consider x into sin nx. Okay, so you just consider this x into sin nx, integrate and get the answer. So finally, there in the previous integral, what you have to do is, instead of n, you replace n plus 1, and instead of n, you replace n minus 1. That's very simple. Write the first function. You take the first function as x, and take the second function as sin nx. Then write the first function as it is. Okay, so write the first function as it is. Integrate the second function. If I integrate sin nx, it is minus cos nx divided by n. Then minus, if I differentiate x, the answer is 1. So here you will get 1. And if I integrate minus cos nx divided by n, it is minus sin nx by n, but already one n is there, so n square, already one minus is there, so it become plus. Okay. So next term supposed to be you have to differentiate 1. If I differentiate 1, that is 0, so you can leave it as it is. Okay. Now check. Okay, so it's very simple. We have got sin nx term. If I substitute the upper limit 2 pi, so here you will get sin 2n pi, that is 0. Okay, sin pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, all the values are 0. So in general, sin n pi is 0. So if I substitute 2 pi, you will get sin 2n pi. So if it is sin 2n pi, you are going to get all the even multiples of pi, even number times pi. So like 2 pi, 4 pi, etc. Therefore, upper limit is 0. If I substitute the lower limit, you will get sin 0, 0. So upper limit as well as the lower limit, this term is 0. Now we have to substitute only in this term. So if I substitute the upper limit 2 pi here, you will get cos 2n pi. Here you will get cos. Okay, I am writing here. I will try to write cos. You will get 2n pi. Okay. So if it is cos 2n pi, if I substitute n as 1, 2, 3, etc. If I substitute n equal to 1, you will get cos 2 pi, that is 1. If n equal to 2, you will get 4 pi, that is also 1. So in general, cos 2n pi value is 1. Okay. So if I substitute the upper limit, you will get cos 2n pi, so that value is 1. And if I substitute the lower limit, because of this x, okay, so if I substitute x equal to 0, because of this x, it is going to be 0. So therefore the lower limit is 0. So this value is upper limit, this value is 1. So I'll get 2 pi into minus 1 divided by n. Okay, so that is this answer, minus 2 pi divided by n. So this is the value of integral 0 to 2 pi x into sin nx. Okay, now going back to this previous integral, so this integral we have got x into sin n plus 1x. So if it is x into sin nx, we will get minus 2 pi by n. Therefore, if it is x into sin n plus 1x, we will get minus 2 pi divided by n plus 1. Okay, similarly, this integral is sin n minus 1x. Okay, so if it is nx, you are getting n in the denominator. So this is the idea. So if you are getting n here, if n is here, you are getting n in the denominator. Okay, so if it is n plus 1, if it is n plus 1, you will get n plus 1 in the denominator. Geetanjali Mishra, try to join the class before at least 5 minutes after starting the class. So next class onwards is very clear. I will not allow anyone after 9:20, right? At least you try to log in. I will give 5 minutes time. You try to log in on time. So I was explaining this. Okay, so if it is nx here, in the denominator we have got n. Suppose it is n plus 1x, in the denominator we will get n plus 1. Therefore, you will get 1 by 2 pi. The first term it is minus 2 pi divided by n. So minus 2 pi divided by n plus 1. Second term we have got n minus 1. Okay, so I can go back and show you this, x into sin n minus 1. So corresponding to this, we will get 2, it is minus 2 pi. So it is minus 2 pi divided, already there is a minus sign. Okay, so already there is a minus sign here. So this will become plus 2 pi divided by n minus 1. Then from both term you can take 2 pi common. It will cancel with the denominator 2 pi. So I'll get this term 1 by n minus 1 plus minus 1 by n plus 1. Then take the LCM and simplify. You will get 2 divided by n square minus 1. Okay, and remember in the summation, an is there for this value, that is an is something where your n is, how your n varies in an, it varies from 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, in an as well as in bn, your n varies from 1, 2, 3, etc. up to infinity. Okay, so here if I substitute n equal to 1, the denominator becomes 0, that is your an becomes infinity. Therefore, whatever expression we have written here, that is not true or not valid for n equal to 1. So a not equal to 1. Okay, so whatever result we have written here, that is not true for n equal to 1, because if n equal to 1, the denominator become minus 1. For n minus 1, for n equal to minus 1 also, the denominator becomes 0, but I doesn't bother about minus 1, because in an your n varies from 1 2 3 etc up to infinity. Therefore whatever I have written here, 2 divided by n square minus 1, this is not valid for n equal to 1. It is valid only for a2 a3 a4. That is, you can substitute a2 and then get the value of a2, you can substitute 3 and then get the value of a3 etc. Okay, so it is valid only for this. So in such cases we have to compute a1, we have to compute a1 again. Okay, so what we will do, okay, so this is the answer, right. So this is the answer for an, for n not equal to 1, that is, this is true for n equal to 2 3 4 5 etc. Okay, so
Sir,
we have, tell me.
sir, in the first step of finding n,
Hmm.
we substituted the formula of twice of cos x sin y.
What?
Sir, in the first step of finding an, we
Just wait.
apply the formula of twice of cos x sin y.
F of x sin n cos n x, right.
Sir, in the next steps,
In the next step, what is your f of x? F of x
y-
is sin
x sin.
x sin x. So
Yes, sir.
f of x is x sin x. Write this cos n x dx.
Sir,
Right?
if we apply the formula of twice of sin x cos n y, then the answer will be same or not?
Yeah, it will be same only. But it is always better you take n first. So just a minute, okay. So instead of writing this n square minus 1, right? So we'll get something like 1 minus n square if you take x term first. It is same, because
Yes, sir.
2 cos a, here we are writing 2 cos a sin b. If you change this, you have to use the formula 2 sin a cos b.
Yes, sir.
So in that case, here you will get plus, here you will get
Minus.
1 minus n.
Yes, sir.
So that is same as you can take minus sign out, and then sine
Okay,
of
sir.
minus theta is minus sine theta. So this will become plus.
Got it.
Yeah. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is the value of an for n not equal to 1. Okay, so that is for a2 a3 a4 etc. you can get from this. For n equal to 1, we have to compute it separately. That is, next our aim is to compute this a1, that is when n equal to 1, what is a1. So to compute a1, what you do is you go back to your an definition. This is the definition of an, and in this definition you substitute n equal to 1. In this formula you substitute n equal to 1. So left side you will get a1. Okay, a1 equal to 1 divided by pi. You will get integral 0 to 2 pi. Write the limits. F of x. If n is 1, this will become cos x. Okay, if n is 1, cos nx become cos x. Therefore, a1 is nothing but a1 is nothing but 1 divided by pi f of x into cos x. Okay, but f of x is x into sin x. You substitute that, then multiply and divide by 2. Okay, so you'll get x into 2 sin x cos x, that is same as sin 2x. Now you can integrate this using integration by parts. Okay, I left the computation, you can try on your own. It's very simple. So what you do is write x as it is, then integrate sin 2x, then minus, differentiate x, integrate whatever you have got here. Okay, then apply the limit 0 to 2 pi. Then you will get a1 equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, just a minute. Akansha Jain. Hello. Are you there in the line? Akansha Jain. Okay, listen here. So just to do this, you will get the value of a1 as minus 1 by 2. Okay. Our next aim is to compute bn. So till now what we have done is we have computed a0, then we compute an, But while trying to compute this an, we have got something n minus 1 in the denominator. Okay, so this is not valid for n equal to 1. So this is true only for n not equal to 1. So we have computed a1 separately. Okay, so our next aim is to compute bn. Write the formula for bn: 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi f of x. F of x is x into sin x into sin nx into dx. Okay, so like the previous computation, what you do is multiply and divide by 2, then write the sin nx first. Okay, so 2 sin nx into sin x. So this is of the form 2 sin a cos sin a sin b. The formula is cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. Apply. Then split this. Split this integral. One integral is x into cos n minus 1x. Another integral is x into cos n plus 1x. Okay, so split the integral. So if I compute these two integral, you can note that this it is of the form x into cos nx. It is of the form x into cos nx. In the first integral, instead of n we have got n minus 1. In the second integral, instead of n we have got n plus 1. But here, so we take just n and then compute the value of the integral. Okay, so you take x into cos nx. So use the same formula. Take the first function as x, second function as cos nx. Write your first function as it is. Then integrate the second function. If integrate cos nx, it is sin nx divided by n. Then minus, you differentiate x, that is 1. If you integrate sin nx, it is minus cos nx by n. Already one minus sign is there, so it becomes plus. Next step is going to be 0. Okay, then substitute the limits. So we have got sin nx. If I substitute the upper limit, you will get sin 2n pi, that is 0. If I substitute the lower limit, sin 0 is 0. So upper limit as well as lower limit, this value is 0. And you can note that since we have divided by n, this formula is not valid for n equal to 1, n equal to 0. So this is not true for n equal to 0, since we have divided by n. Then substitute the upper limit. So upper limit you will get cos 2n pi 1. Lower limit is cos 0, that is also 1. So here you will get 1, here you will get 1. So it will get cancelled. Therefore, this integral value is 0. Bn is not 0. This integral value is 0. This is true for n not equal to 0. Okay. Then you take the first integral. So take the first integral. So what will be the answer for this one? What will be the integral of this one? This is also 0. Okay, the value of this integral is 0, but that is not true for n minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, but that is not true for, here it is, this is not true for n equal to 0. So this is not true for n minus 1 equal to 0. That is, it is not true for
n equal to 1.
n equal to 1. The reason is, here when you compute the integration, in the denominator here you will get n minus 1, here you will get n minus 1 whole square. Therefore, that is not true. Okay, therefore the value of bn, this value is given by 1 divided by 2 pi. This integral value is 0 and this integral value is also 0, but this is not true for n plus 1 equal to 0, that is n not equal to minus 1. N not equal to minus 1. But we doesn't bother about the negative value, because in Bn your n varies from 1 to 3 etc. Okay, there is no minus 1. It is just 1, 2, 3 etc. Therefore, this is the value of Bn. Okay, and this value is not true for n equal to 1. Bn is 0 for n not equal to 1. That means that your B2 is 0, B3 is 0, B4 is 0 etc. Okay, so B2, B3, all these values are 0. We don't know B1. So next again we have to compute B1. Okay, so it's very simple. So to compute B1, what you do is you substitute n equal to 1 in this Bn formula. So you'll get x sin x. If n equal to 1, you will get sin x. So your B1 will become x into sin square x.
1 minus cos 2x upon 2.
Yeah, right. So x into sin square x. Then apply the formula for sin square x. That is 1 minus cos 2x divided by 2. 2 is a constant, take it out. Then split the integral.
X
x into 1. If I integrate that, it is x square by 2. Then x into cos 2x, that is the
into
second integral. Okay, you integrate this using integration by parts, you will get the answer 0. So this
0.
integral value is 0. Okay, just apply integration by parts, substitute upper limit and lower limit, you will get 0. And here if I apply the limit, you will get 2 pi whole square by 2, that is
Mm.
4 pi square by 2. So that is 2 pi square. Now this 2 will get cancelled, 1 pi is also get cancelled, therefore the value of b1 is pi. Okay, so now what we have got is, we have got a0, we have got an for n not equal to 1, then we have got a1, then we have got bn, n not equal to 1, it is 0, then we have got b1, b1 value is pi. Now substitute all this here. Okay, so now go back to your calculation. Okay, so what is the value of a0? A0 is minus 2. So if I substitute minus 2 here, the for given Fourier series. Okay, so if I substitute a0 equal to minus 1, minus 2, so 2
Minus
will get cancelled, will get minus 1. So this summation, I split it as, first for n equal to 1, you write it. Okay, so for n equal to 1, you will get a1 into cos x. You will get a1 into cos x for n equal to 1. What is the value of a1? A1 is minus 1 by 2, this value. A1 is minus 1 by 2. So if I substitute the value of A1, you will get minus 1 by 2 times cos x. This one. A1 you substitute minus 1 by 2 times cos x. Next, so instead of 1, you vary the summation from 2. That is your n start from 2. So when n not equal to 1, what is the value of an? This is what we have got. When n not equal to 1, the value of an is 2 divided by n square minus 1. So substitute this an value, you will get 2 is a constant, take it out. When n varies from 2 to infinity, it is 1 by n square minus 1 into cos nx. Okay. Similarly, you split this, n equal to 1 to infinity, sin nx, you split it. When n equal to 1, you will get b1 into
sin
sin.
x.
Then write the other terms, plus you write summation n equal to 2 to infinity. Okay, so n equal to 2 to infinity. When n equal to 2 to infinity, what is bn? 0. bn is 0 for n not equal to 1. That is for 2, 3, 4, etc. Your bn value is 0. Therefore, the summation value is 0. And just now we have computed b1 as pi. So you substitute this b1 value, you will get pi. So
Sin
it is
x.
pi into sin x. That's all. This is the form. So this problem is different from all the previous problem what we have solved. The reason is, in the previous problem we doesn't get n square or n minus 1 in the denominator. We just computed a0, an, bn, then we substitute there, and maybe in some problem you will deduce the series. So this type of problem, okay, so you will get this type of problem whenever you use sin a cos b, cos a sin b formula, because there only you will get n plus 1x, n minus 1x. After integrating in the denominator, you will get n minus 1. Okay, so always remember, whenever you are using this cos a cos b, sin a sin b, sin a cos b, and cos a sin b, you will get a1 separately, an separately, bn separately, and b1 separately. Okay, so that's all about this problem. Okay, that's all. Almost I have solved all the type of problems in this 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so maybe your function might change. Instead of x into sin x, they might give x into cos x. Okay, but the method is same. And yesterday we have done one problem, x square. It is a polynomial. Okay, maybe instead of x square, they might give x or 2x or 4x square minus 3. Okay, so something like this. So in this case, just wait. We have just seen this problem. These are in the line, yeah. So just now we have seen this problem, x into sin x. This is the answer we have got in the Fourier series. So next I will give few problems for your practice. Okay. So just I will give the problems as well as the answer. If possible, I will give the hint also. Okay. So next problem is x into cos x. The previous problem is x into sin x. Here we have got x into cos x. Okay. So you have to do it in the same manner. So this is the hint. Okay. Just look at the previous problem. That is defined in 0 to 2 pi. Therefore, the Fourier series is same. Here instead of sin x, we were given cos x. So here you will get x into cos x and integrate, get the answer. Here you will get f of x as x into cos x. So instead of this sin term, you will get cos x. Then apply the formula 2 cos a cos b. Okay. Can you tell me what is 2 cos a cos b?
Cos x plus y, cos x plus y plus cos x minus.
Yeah, good. So cos x plus, that is n plus 1 x to x, plus cos n minus 1 into x. Okay. So we'll get x into cos. So we'll get x into cos, and here we'll get x into cos. Okay. So you can note that already we have done something like x into cos here, x into cos in Bn there. So this same computation you have to do it in An here. Okay. And here in while computing Bn, you will get x into cos. So you'll get sin nx into cos. That is sin a cos b. So what is sin a cos b? Sin a plus b
Plus cos of sin plus sin
plus
of a minus.
sin a minus b. So whatever computed here, you will get there. That is whatever an here, you will get there as bn. Is it clear?
Mm.
So here you can note that an here is 2 by n square minus 1, a1 is minus 1 by 2, bn is 0 for n not equal to 1, and b1 value is pi. So there it will be reversed. So you'll get this answer. You will get a0 as 0, an you will get 0, bn you will get 2n but divided by n square minus 1 for n not equal to 1. So there we have got b1 as pi. So here we will get a1 as pi. And there we have got a1 equal to minus 1 by 2. Here we will get b1 equal to minus 1 by 2. Then substitute all this in the Fourier series, you will get this answer. It's very simple. Okay, instead of cos sine, we were given cos. So whatever computation you are doing there in the bn, here you have to do it in an, but there is a minus sign will become plus sign. Okay, be careful about that. Don't exactly copy that. Okay, so you take that problem as a hint and then apply the formula and get this answer. Very simple. Next problem is this. Okay, find the Fourier series of f of x equal to x pi minus x whole square divided by 4 in 0 less than x less than or equal to 2 pi. Hence reduce this. So here also the given interval is 0 to 2 pi. So you have to compute a0, an as well as bn. So this is your f of x. So this is of the form integral something like ax plus b whole power n. Do you know if I integrate this what you will get?
Yes, sir. X to the power n plus 1 upon a.
So I'll get this ax plus b whole power
N
n
plus 1
plus 1
a times n plus 1.
divided by a times
N plus 1.
n plus 1. And you remember this formula is valid only when here we have got some linear polynomial.
Yes, sir.
Suppose here x square is there, don't apply the formula. It is not valid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is valid only for the linear polynomial. In school days, you would have replaced ax plus b equal to some other variable, then find dx. Finally, you will get this answer. So this, here also it is of the form. Here what it is? What is a here? Quotient of x minus 1. Right? Here a is minus 1.
Yes,
B
sir.
is pi.
Pi.
So what is the formula for a0? What is the formula for a0? 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so let's write down the limits 0 to 2 pi. You have to substitute this f of x into dx. Okay. F of x 4 is a constant, take it out. So if I integrate this pi minus x whole square, what is the answer? So we'll get pi minus x
power 3 upon
whole
minus
cube divided by
3
minus 3. Yeah, good. So
minus
in
12.
this you have to substitute upper limit and lower limit and then simplify. Okay, so very simple.
Sir,
Ah,
sir, we can write pi minus x equal to x minus pi whole square.
pi minus x equal to x minus pi whole square. Yeah, you can
Is
do
it
that.
right?
Ah, yeah, right, right.
So,
Because it
sir,
is whole square.
here a value is 1.
Ah, so in that case the limit value will change. If you suppose if you write x minus pi, upper limit when you substitute, what you will get? X minus 2 pi, right?
Yes, sir.
So it is minus pi whole square, whole cube. So you'll get minus. If you write pi minus x, if I substitute 2 pi, okay. So that, sorry, there you will get 2 pi minus pi, you will get pi cube. Here you will
First,
get pi minus 2 pi, so it is minus pi cube. The answer is same.
yes, sir.
Okay. A minus b whole square is same as b minus a whole square. But it is not true for cube. Remember. Suppose here we were given cube. It is not same. Okay. That's all. So you can compute this a0 easily. So next when you compute an, what is the formula for an? What is the formula for an?
1 by
So
pi.
1 by
Sir,
pi.
1.5.
Yes, slowly 1 by, okay. So 0 to
0
2
to 2
pi.
pi.
So we have to write this f of x.
Cos
We
n.
have to
Cos
write
n.
cos nx. So in f of x, this divided by 4 is a constant that you can take it out.
Mhm.
So then you will get this pi minus x whole square. Okay. Into cos nx. So you
Integrate by.
take, you just take this as the first function and
Mm.
take this as the second function. Okay, cos nx as second function. Then write the first function as it is. Write it as it is. Then
Mm.
integrate cos nx it is
And then x upon n.
sin nx divided by n. Then minus, you
Pi
have to
minus
differentiate this. So if you
different
differentiate this, what you will get?
2 times
2
of
in,
minus 2 times of pi minus x.
yeah, good. 2 times pi minus x into,
Sin n x upon 9 and
no, 2 times pi minus x into
mm,
minus 1. You have to differentiate pi minus x again. If I differentiate this, what is the answer?
2 times of pi minus x and to minus 1.
Into minus 1. Yeah,
Yes,
2 times
yes,
pi minus x into minus 1.
yes, it's
Then
a positive.
you have to integrate whatever here.
Sin n x
So
over
next,
n to
ah,
integrate.
okay. Then plus sign. Plus, you have to integrate the whole thing, including this minus sign. So 2 and minus 1 are constant. So write it as it is. If I differentiate pi minus x, it is
Minus 2 minus 1 हो जाए pi minus x का.
minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. So you will get just 2.
Hmm.
Then integrate whatever here. Then substitute the limits. You will get the answer.
Yes.
So this is the value of an. An value is 1 divided by n square. I have given the hint. An value is 1 divided by n square. Okay. And in the same manner, you can compute bn. Instead of cos nx, we will get sin nx. So substitute the limits, you will get 0. Okay. Then what you do? How will you derive this? Can you tell me? So look at your an. You got 1 by n square. So you'll get summation n equal to 1 to infinity 1 divided by n square into cos nx dx. Sorry, cos nx. So you put x equal to 0. So if you put x equal to 0 in the summation, you will get some a naught. That is a naught by 2 will become pi square by 12. And then you will get here summation n equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n square cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. Bn is 0. So you will not get that term. That is the right hand side Fourier series about x equal to 0. Then we have substituted x equal to 0. X equal to 0 is an end point. This is one end. Therefore, the series converges to right hand limit at 0 plus left hand limit at 2 pi divided by 2. The right hand limit at 0 is, it is a polynomial, so it is continuous. So you substitute x equal to 0. Therefore, the right hand limit at 0 is pi square divided by 4. The left hand limit at 2 pi is pi minus 2 pi whole square.
Pi square by 4.
That is also pi square by 4. You have
Pi
got the upper limit, you have got right hand limit and left hand limit equal, and the function value also same, because it is defined at 0, it is defined at 2 pi, and it is polynomial, therefore it is continuous, therefore the right hand limit, left hand limit, function value all are equal. So you take the average of left hand limit and right hand limit, so this
Pi-
plus this divided by 2, so you will get the answer. Okay, it's very simple calculation. Next problem is this one, x into 2 pi minus x. Okay, so in the interval 0 to 2 pi, so you have to compute all. First you multiply by x inside, okay, and write it as 2 pi
x minus x square.
2 pi minus 2 pi x minus
Square.
x square. Okay, so write it like this, just a minute. So write 2 pi x, it is a polynomial. Okay, so 2 pi x minus x square. So x a naught is very simple. So if integrate this, f of x square by 2, 2 will get cancelled, x cube by 3, so you will get the answer. Okay, then how will you compute an? This f of x into
Cos of nx.
cos nx, f of x into cos nx. You write all this, 1 by pi, integral 0 to 2 pi, etc. So you don't split the integral, you take the whole thing as first function, you take cos nx as a second function.
And then
Okay,
integrate
so then write the first function as it is, integrate this, then minus. If I differentiate this, it is 2 pi minus 2x.
x.
Then integrate, then plus. If I
And then
differentiate this again, so I'll get 0 minus 2.
minus 2.
That's all. You can stop, then apply the limit. Actually, the answer is given in the problem itself. Okay. So 4 pi square by 3, that you are supposed to be your a0. So that a0 by 2 will become 2 pi square by 3. And your an will be minus 4 by n square. So that if I expand, you'll get minus 4 by 1 square, minus 4 by 2 square, etc. Okay. So you have to prove this series. Okay. So you can note that this function is a polynomial, and this polynomial we are writing in terms of cos. Okay. That is a beautiful result about this Fourier series. Okay. So if you have got some function, and you have got some function, and under some assumptions known as the Dirichlet conditions, you are representing that function in terms of combinations of cos. Okay, but the other beauty is this is just a polynomial. Okay, so if you draw the graph, you will be getting something like this. But all these trigonometric functions are in the wave form. It will be in the wave form. Okay, so especially when you try to understand something like signals. Do you have signals and system in this semester? Are you learning signals and system?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there you'll be learning sometimes something like this. You'll be studying something called a discrete signal, continuous signal. So this is like a continuous signal you are representing as a Fourier series. It is continuous because this x takes all the values. Okay. And there also you will learn some transforms. And using the transform, you convert the thing, then you learn in time scale, in space domain, etc. Okay. It has much application in ECE and especially in learning signals. Okay. So similarly, the next problem. So it is given kx into pi minus x. K is a constant. First, what you do is k is a constant. You take it out, multiply this x inside. So you'll get pi x minus x square. Then integrate, substitute the limits. You will get an. Then integrate and substitute the limits. You will get an, bn, etc. Okay, very simple. And then listen, this is the problem. In Google Classroom, I have shared the BS Grewal book, first unit full notes. Did you check? BS Grewal Fourier series notes.
Yes, sir.
So in the book, the same problem is the root over 1 minus cos x. Okay, so just to go through, first you have to apply the formula for 1 minus cos theta. What is 1 minus cos theta? 2
2 sine square theta by 2
Yeah, right. So 2 sine square x
x by
divided by 2. Okay. So if you take the square root, so you'll get root 2. If
sine
you
x by
take square, this will become sine x by 2. So this square will get cancelled. Okay. So it's something like sine x by 2. Okay. So a naught is very simple. Root 2 you can take it out. Just integrate sine x by 2 and then substitute the limits. You will get the answer. And while finding an, root 2 you is a constant, take it out. You will get sine x by 2 into cos nx. So that you can write it as cos nx into sine x by 2. Multiply and divide by 2. Apply the formula cos a sine b. It is similar to what we have done earlier, like x into sine x. Okay, but x is not there. Yes, x is missing. So the same problem is there in the book. You just refer that book and get the answer. Okay, so just refer that book, you will get the answer. And if you got any doubt, you can note it down and then ask me. Okay, so that's all. So that's all about the problems in the interval 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so I have done all the types. Okay, polynomial, whenever the denominator become n minus 1, n not equal to 1, it is true. So in that case, you have to compute a1 separately. Okay, so up to this, your 0 to 2 pi is clear, over. Okay, I will stop up to this, and the next class we will start with the second interval, that is minus pi to plus pi. Okay, so let me recall this. Your first type is 0 to 2 pi, second type is minus pi to plus pi, third type is minus pi to plus pi and f of x is even, and the fourth type is minus pi to plus pi and f of x is odd. Okay, so this is the thing we are going to do. So we'll start the minus pi to plus pi case in the next class. Okay, so meanwhile in the BS Grewal book, whatever problems are there in the interval 0 to 2 pi you can solve, and there is another book you might be referring something called VP Mishra, right? Mishra,
Yes, sir.
there is some Mishra
Yes,
family.
sir.
Four Mishra have written the book. That you can, that also maybe you can follow. Okay, but there are some mistake in that book. Mishra book, there are some mistake, especially in Fourier transform. Okay, that is another topic. For that topic, kindly don't refer that book. Okay, for Fourier series you can refer. Maybe you can take the problems in that book, try to solve on your own, and try to get the answer. And if you have got any doubt, kindly ask me. Okay, so either by WhatsApp or by mail, or you can call me. Okay, so no problem in that. That's it. Okay, so I would like to receive a feedback about how is the class and whether this method is okay, it's work for you, or you need something more.
It's very much okay.
Can you tell me, any one of you?
Yes, sir. Method is very good and understandable too.
Understandable. Okay, that's very good. Okay, so I will follow the same thing. Okay, so in future, if you feel anything to be changed, if I, in case if I am going fast and all, you try to stop me. Okay, so because the online is actually different from the classroom teaching. Okay, so with this I will stop the session. So we'll continue tomorrow. We will continue in the next class. Okay, and then I am sharing the sheet, attendance sheet. You can fill it now. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, you can share this PPT in the
Yeah,
Google
daily.
Classroom.
Yeah, daily. Yesterday also I have shared. You can check.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so daily I will, if possible, I will share it daily. Otherwise, I will share it in one topic. Like so, with this, all the problems of 0 to 2 pi is over. Okay, so I will share this 0 to 2 pi.
Okay.
Okay, so though here afterwards, I will post everything in the Google Classroom. You can check that. Okay, and follow the BS Grewal book. Follow VP Mishra. Any doubt is there, you can ask me. Now fill the attendance and then leave the class. And if you have got any doubt, you can tell me now.